Someone needs it today. You gotta know I don't normally upload on Friday, but I just felt the influence of God here. I've heard people say, people outside of Christianity and maybe a little inside of Christianity when they're just starting out and they don't know much about it. I've heard people say that Christianity is just the it of do's and don'ts. And what they're referring to there, more than Yaki, what they're thinking of is the Ten Commandments. It's the commandments God gave when how we should conduct ourselves in God's presence. And if we can follow those commands, then we'll be children of God and we'll be fine. Because Jesus wasn't a factor yet. But I'm here to sort of ask a question. If, because Jesus came, and I know he said he came to uphold the law and everything, but yet look at this. Yet look at this verse right here. John 14:6. Jesus said to Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one come to the Father except through me. So, we got a bit of a conundrum here. The the commandments the were for the Old Testament people. But Jesus said, hey, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one come to the Father except through me. So, in regards to those people who say it's just the it of do's and don'ts, do we need them anymore? I mean, we have Jesus. Well, yes and no. The commandments were never intended to be a permanent season, were never intended to be a season to get to in heaven. So on that point, no. But think about this. Whenever God gives down an edict or command, it's for your benefit. Never, well, I say never here. I don't want to go that extreme, but it's you get the better end of the deal more than Yaki. Because when God sends out a command, it's usually to keep you out of trouble. It's usually to help you have life and have it more abundantly. That was one of the reasons Jesus said he came. I came so that you may have life and so that you may have it more abundantly. As a Christian, and even at someone who's outside the faith, I would say that the commandments they're not they're not a key to getting into heaven. I mean, or maybe I shouldn't say that. They're not a necessity to get into heaven. But they they are ways so Jesus can fulfill his promise. So that you may have life and have it more abundantly. Because you can some of these some of the commandments. Honor your father and mother. Do not covet against your neighbor. Thou shalt not bear false witness against the neighbor. Okay, they shall not lie. They shall not be jealous. Honor your father and mother. Honor your father and mother. I can personally testify how that can keep you safe. Because I remember I am hard to believe, I know, but I wasn't the perfect child. So I remember yelling at my mom or yelling at my dad and getting a whooping, or worse, soap in the mouth. So I can personally testify how that can keep you safe. Now these are not the only ones. These are just some that are good to remember. I found out covet, I found out jealous. Well, when you're jealous, when you covet, when you want what another man has, you forget what you have. You also can change. You you can end up doing things that you never would have done, all for the sake of your jealousy, all for the sake of your covetousness. Thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not lie. Well, yeah, because there's there's a saying, when when you tell a lie, sooner or later you have to tell a lie to cover that lie, and another lie to cover that one, and another lie to cover that one, so on and so forth. And soon enough, it's only the lie, no more you. It's it would be easier for you to just tell the truth in that instant. It may be painful, it may be hurtful, but that's why it's commanded there. Because God ultimately knows the value of truth in your life and the value of people being truthful with you as well as you being truthful with other people. There's there's more from that. Yeah, don't make any graven images, don't worship anything but God. But as for yet to do's and don'ts, I don't believe so. Because I would say they're not really, I mean, they're good to follow and everything, but Jesus never said they're essential to get into heaven. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me, except belief in me. Anytime God hands down an edict, it's not to keep you down, or it's not to keep you from anything. It's so that you may have life and have it more abundantly, and so that you may live a better, safer life because of what God handed down to you, because He loved you. And even if you break one of these, God will still be there for you. Yeah, because I say even if, but we've all done it. We've all broken several of these commandments. I mean, Moses broke all the 10 Commandments at once. I will get that joke over because that's a funny joke. But even if you break one of these, God will still be there for you. because he loves you. And he'll never stop he'll never stop pursuing you. If you walk away, that's another story. He'll let you live your life. He loved you enough to let you walk away. But he'll fight with everything he has for you while you're receptive to him and while you're in his presence because he loved you so much. And honestly, he can't imagine heaven without you. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't going to heed God's call for this very reason I'm talking about. They think Christianity is just the do's and don'ts. It's not. It's never been. This yet right here that we have, it's for our benefit. Ultimately for our benefit. It's not to keep us chained, it's not to hold us down. It's ultimately because God knows we can be more. We can be more than these vices if we just submit to Him, if we just trust Him, and if we just love Him with all that we are. Guys, I love you. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.